Hi, I'm Jill Clifton of Landscape of Mothers. I've been getting a lot of questions lately, and so I wanted to start addressing some of them. And today's question is basically for Sun and Moon Mother, I think. The question was about what to do when we want to move faster than our nervous system will allow, or better than feels comfortable in our nervous system. And to acknowledge the problem, we live in a society where faster and more is always better. And so, yeah, I think this happens to all of us. We also have these as parents, and especially if we're working, but even if we're not working for a paycheck, there's a lot to do in regard to our family. There's a lot of emotional work, there's a lot of mental work, there's a lot of physical work. And so there's always more on our plates than what's really possible. There's more potential things to do than is really possible most of the time. And I think Sun and Moon Mother would tell us that you can't move faster than your nervous system will allow. And that when we do and we try to do that, we have to leave parts of ourselves behind to move at that speed, which that means that we leave behind some of our capacity, some of our abilities, some of our skills and tools, because they take time. Because when we're in relationship with people, and our primary goal in parenting is relationships with our children and our family, then there's just not enough room. We can't have all of our relational skills and move at the speed of our culture. And what that means then is that we often revert then to strategies and tactics that maybe our parents used, or that we've learned from maybe peer parents, or that we've just learned from our culture, that are shortcuts for things. And the problem with that is that while we might be able to deal with the situation at hand efficiently, we are probably not bringing enough of ourselves to it that we are fulfilling the need relationally. And sometimes that's really appropriate to do, that sometimes we have to do something quickly. We have to do something and take a stance that we wouldn't normally take because of time pressures. But when we can orient to whether or not those time pressures are something that are inside of our value system, or whether they're just cultural dialogues about push, push, go, go, more, sooner is better, that kind of thing. And then we lose track. We end up opting for efficiency when what we really want, and maybe even need, and we definitely need, sometimes at least, relationality. And so I would suggest, Sun and Moon Mother would say, you cannot move faster than your nervous system can go, on a regular basis as a way of being, and not lose part of your presence, bringing your whole self to a situation. So, like I said, there's definitely times where we do that, where we need to do that, where that's the appropriate path forward. But also, so it behooves us then to start thinking in more discerning kinds of ways. So when we know what our values are, we know what's important to us, that gives us the cues that we need, and we're more aware of the cues that we need to slow down, that we need to pull things back, let the other things go, and to really show up in this moment fully. So that would be the Sun and Moon Mother response to feeling that need, or even that desire to move faster than our nervous system. Hope that helps.